Latinas in the media, music videos. Music is a very important part of a community's culture as it reflects and shapes the way the members of a community see each other. In the case of feminine representation in music, specifically in music videos of the reggaeton genre, mus- women have not been represented properly. Media has decided that men participation in said videos will only show them as powerful, rich, and a womanizer. On the other hand, women are portrayed as objects for men's pleasure, showing multiple female models dancing around the male singer wearing very revealing clothes. This trend has been going on since forever now, and although some artists show less women wearing this specific clothes, most keep the tradition, including women artists in the genre. Reggaeton is not the only genre that uses women as trophies for men in their videos, but other music genres also do it. Because of this, female artists have always shown their body a lot more than men, even in their own videos. As an example, we can see Shakira in the video of her song Whenever, Wherever, which came out in 2001. And in this video, like most of her videos, she shows her belly area and most of her back and dances moving her hips a lot, which became her signature dance move. Another example is Jennifer Lopez in her video On the Floor, where she also shows her belly area and back. I decided to take both these female artists as examples because, in general, they're not known for showing their body in a sexual way for men. In general, Latinx, white, and African American females are portrayed this way in music videos no matter if they are the artist or a dancer slash model in a video. And as we know, in all three cultures, women are sadly seen as objects and inferior compared to men, which is reflected in these videos. But if we read the critics of the halftime show performance on the Super Bowl of 2020 by Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, a lot of them mention both artists' chose of clothing. This is a different with Lady Gaga's 2017 performance at the halftime show because she wore clothing very similar to the one that the Latin artists decided to wear, and she was not criticized for it, or at least not as much. So why is media picking who to criticize and who not to based on their clothes? In terms of production and audiences for this video, people in charge of production know that showing women in very revealing clothes will attract people to watch the video. This is why they have been doing it for years now. In terms of audience, we have grown so used to seeing this kind of representation in music videos that even women defend maintaining this theme. Of course, in the case of reggaeton, the lyrics of the music play a big factor as it describes women dancing on men, which is why the video shows that. But in the case of other genres, sometimes the lyrics don't sexualize women, but the video will still show female dancers wearing short shorts and showing their stomach and back area. Even though women are a very big part of this music video success, there are still more men leading the reggaeton genre compared to women. Lisa Henderson talks about this difference between female and male representation in films in her study called Representation on page 173. She says, and I quote, the overrepresentation of men among leads and the underrepresentation of women said something about who the server profile, who producers believe primetime audiences wanted to watch, and lead roles, and who advertisers will support. Even though Henderson was talking about films, we can translate this into music as well. Good or bad representation, women are not being popularized as much by media as men are in the music industry. Being the Latinx community the largest ethnic minority, we have a big role to play in society. But sadly, we have been put in the Latina Spitfire stereotype. This stereotype refers to Latina women characterized by red color, lips, bright adopted clothing, wide hips and breasts, long brunette hair, and extravagant jewelry, as said by Isabella Molina Guzman and Angrid Valdivia in their paper called Brain, Brown, and Booty Latina Iconic Industry Popular Culture on page 211. This kind of representation is clearly shown in music videos across the Latinx community. Also, because of this, Latina women are seen through this lens. And as Beltran said on 2002 in her paper Representation on page 102, stereotypes can take the form of stock characteristics that come to falsely stand in for a group. In conclusion, women are sadly seen as objects throughout a lot of cultures, such as the Latinx, white, African American cultures, and we can see this reflected in music videos, such as the ones from the reggaeton genre. Even though Latinas are the ones that play the biggest role in this kind of videos, other women part of minority groups such as African American, Asian American, and others are also sexualized and shown in music videos of different genres. Some people might argue that these videos are only videos, but it stresses the stereotype that specifically Latinas have been given by the media.